Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery in our video studio today with Brandon Reyes from Trueball and Axcel. And Brandon, we have the new Axcel Driver, brand new sight from you folks. This thing is awesome, and first thing I noticed is it's super light.
Yes, so this year in our whole site design team, one of the main goals was to come out with a super light product. That way the archer, the hunter can put the weight where they want it, if they want any at all. So with that, we've got this predominantly all aluminum model slider sight, and we have made it super light. So that's we've achieved what we set out to there.
Yeah, aluminum bar there. We're used to seeing the carbon bar, so got the aluminum. And so I'm sure this thing is also like bulletproof, super strong.
Yeah, so we reduced the overall length of the sight, making it more rigid, more rugged, reliable. People can, they can really, they tend to really abuse hunting products and or sights in general. So with that, we have reduced that overall length, and that has built to that rigidity in the product.
All right, so this one here, we have the bridge lock mount. You have another version that would be like your standard sight bar with the receiver that you mount on the outside of the riser, and then a Picatinny rail. So pretty much everything's covered.
Yep, all bows are covered pretty much from top to bottom. This particular bridge lock version does come with the shorter 2.5-inch bar with the second micro axis built into it. And you can see that right here on the side.
Yeah.
A lot like our high-end target sight, we put that feature into the hunting product. And then we have, yes, the longer standard mount, which would be a 6-inch bar with a standard bow mounting bracket and knob. And then, of course, yes, the Picatinny rail that will fit, most PSEs, Hoyts, or other manufacturers that have the ability to mount a pick rail on the front of the riser. So we have everybody covered, and then we also have 4 new colors this year.
Oh, yeah.
As you see in the black version here, we also have a stone gray, we have a OD green, and then we have a coyote tan color as well that all match our stabilizing systems.
Well, I'm going to hand this to you, Brandon, and you can run through some of these new cool features. Obviously, this area here looks new, so
yes. So
run it down for us.
I mentioned the first axis micro adjustment. Moving forward, this is our actual drive. So you can loosen this lock lever on top here, and then that allows you to drive the sight wherever you want. I like the windage right with that, because if you need to make any quick adjustments, you're going from one knob to the other real easy. The windage does have a lock on the opposite side, so you can lock the windage out so you don't get any unnecessary movement, whether you're pulling it up a tree stand or going out through the timber, an elk hunting situation or something like that. With that, on the front, the way we've shortened this side up is we've eliminated the individual second axis adjustment. Most manufacturers in the hunting slider sight lineup have the first and second axis together, and then they have a separate third axis on the front that allows you to set all axes. So we've done that as well, reduced the overall length, which is going to reduce the rigidity in a shot after shot situation where there's not as much forward of the elevation rail to vibrate or move. So with that, that extends the life of the product and thus any noise or anything like that could possibly arise. So other ways that we've made this sight super light is we removed a lot of unnecessary screws or knobs, and with that it's reduced the overall weight, which is approximately 8.6 ounces. So on the top here, one of those knobs has been reduced to a set screw. Now this is the set screw that you would loosen if you want to take this scope and put a different scope on. So that would take off your third axis with that scope, and then you could put a single pin scope, double pin scope, whatever you want, and then just lock that set screw down. The nice thing is that set screw can't come out and get lost. It's got a dowel that holds it in place. So that's pretty cool. Arguably one of the coolest features is on this side, and that is our 3-pointer system. So we're really going to market this sight in a 3-pin version. That way each indicator represents each pin in the housing. So no matter where you move along your metal sight tape, you're going to have an exact yardage of your pins inside of the housing. So that's a really cool feature. And with that, the metal tapes are new this year, and the big selling point on these metal sight tapes with the driver sight is that there's a slot on the top and the bottom that holds those screws in position. So instead of being like slightly off a yard or two and having to move your indicators or your pins, you simply loosen the top screw and the bottom screw and move that indicator or move that metal tape to where you need it and then lock it back down.
We've all been there.
Yes, yes, and it is a nightmare to have to move all pointers or all pins separately. So that eliminates that fact. I had mentioned colors. The items that change color are the scope, the actual bar, and the track here. So we're calling this rubber piece that drives this wheel the track. So those will also be in the 4 colors. And with that, we've added some accessories. So we have what we're calling a hubcap here. And these hubcaps simply slide in between the track and the windage knob and give you a little design, a little color. Those will be available in 8 colors and about 8 different designs.
That's
from
cool.
This American flag theme to a topograph theme. We also have like elk antlers. We have deer hoof prints. So there's a lot of different things you can do to customize your site in that regard.
Couple things that didn't change, which I'm glad to see, are this scope, how it functions with the rheostat, the fiber through the tubing and all that. I mean, those are things that we love about the Axcel sites.
Yes, so this Accustat 2 scope has been a staple of our multi-pin sites for a while now. You do have the ability to run the rheostat around to control the amount of natural light coming in, which is very important in indoor and outdoor setting, because a lot of times with 18 to 24 inches of fiber in each pin, it's way too bright without dimming it down. So in indoors, you may need a secondary light source where there's not as much natural light. But yes, so that's been a staple. It's a micro adjust, and if you're not familiar with our Accustat, each pin has a set screw in the back of it. You loosen that pin about a 1 to 1 1/4 turn. That activates it on a lead screw. This lead screw then allows you to micro adjust you turn right or left to go up or down, and then you can deactivate that pin on the lead screw by simply tightening the screw back down.
Super easy. Bladed pins in there, the fiber's protected except for the very end. I mean, you're not going to damage the fiber in these sites.
Very hard, very difficult to get a stick or a twig or a piece of grass or something like that in there. But yes, it's designed for durability, but also have micro adjustment and the ability to get your pins where you need to get them.
Gotcha. All right, Brandon, great new site there. That is the Axcel Driver. If you want to see the different variations that we have in the Axcel Driver, be sure to click the link in the description below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.